everyone, LeAndra Realtor here with the Rio Rancho Regional Chamber of Commerce for this week's weekly Chamber Chat. Today, super excited, we are with MOAA, an amazing organization. We're going to have several people coming in and telling us some great things about their organization. First, we have Eric. Eric is the recruiter over at MOAA. Tell us all about MOAA and what you guys are doing out there.
All right, thanks, LeAndra. I am the recruiter for the Military Officers Association, the chapter in Albuquerque. Our organization is a civic organization that's focused on veterans issues. We have a legislative arm that is up in Santa Fe lobbying and going after the state for veterans affairs and veterans rights. We have some social aspects you'll hear about later. We have the ski club, we have the breakfast club, and both of those committee chairs are going to come in and talk to you about what those programs are about. And then we also have a large charitable portion to our organization. We give money back to the community specifically focused on veterans issues and our Blue Star and Gold Star families. We have a surviving spouse committee that works with folks that have lost a loved one in and out of the military that are veterans. The organization is growing and we're looking for new members. So if you've served and you're looking for being part of something again, MOAA is a great opportunity for you to do that. Again, if you're interested in MOAA, the chapter is in Albuquerque, and we welcome folks from Rio Rancho, obviously, and it doesn't cost a lot to join. You can be a member of the local chapter, which is what we prefer. You can also join MOAA National. So with that said, that's about the sum up our organization.
Awesome. And I want to thank you for your service. You are a veteran as well.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to tell us how long you served?
Yeah, I probably should have let off with that.
That's absolutely fine.
Hi, everybody. I'm r.erik.sevigny. I'm a retired Army officer. I served 24 years in the Army as an infantry officer. My last assignment was here at the University of New Mexico running the ROTC program, making Army officers for the future.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your service and your participation in MOAA. Again, an amazing organization. Eric, thanks for being with me today.
Thanks.
And up next, we have Tom Dawe with MOAA joining us. Tom is in charge of the Breakfast Club. Good movie, too.
Yes, we don't work quite like the movie. The Breakfast Club was dormant for quite a while, I understand, because I had previously been on the board of the Veterans Memorial, and I left that board, and Reg asked me to come over and see if we could rejuvenate the Breakfast Club. What we try to do with the Breakfast Club is bring in interesting speakers to speak to members of MOAA who want to participate. And we talk about history, New Mexico history, how New Mexico fits into military history. And it's really quite amazing the connections that we do have to the general military here in New Mexico over the number of years that we've been involved. We've got history people, we bring in other nonprofits to talk about what their purpose is, and we have breakfast, and it's a social time. And we invite all of the MOAA members, and I try to use it as a recruiting tool, because as I'm sure you have heard, it's getting more difficult to get people to join organizations than it used to be. So that's the Breakfast Club.
Awesome.
But we have about an hour in the morning, and we meet at WEX and spend about an hour having coffee and then hang out a little bit afterward and talk to any individual questions that the speaker may have.
Awesome. And how often are you guys meeting?
We're meeting right now once a month, and we'll see, because I'm trying to get it rejuvenated and picked up again, but it had fallen off and there weren't very many attendees, so I've got a real good calendar of people, but I need to develop more people to come in and participate in order to get there's a number of really interesting speakers around New Mexico. We have a recent a lady who is a general that's just been appointed as the assistant AG of the State Guard, and I wanted to bring her in and talk about making it to flag rank as a woman, because that's quite an accomplishment.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's the kind of stuff I'm involved with.
Awesome. So if you want to join Tom and the Breakfast Club, make sure to get in touch with MOAA. They'd be excited to have you joining. Meet with some local veterans, get some great information from amazing speakers throughout. Tom, you also served in the military.
I did.
Can you tell us about your service?
I ended up during the draft in 1969. I was went through OCS and was commissioned. I was a lieutenant in the infantry in Vietnam and the northern edge of the Mekong Delta. And after I left the military, 2 weeks after I left, I was registering for my second year of law school, and I completed law school, and then I branch transferred over to JAG, the Judge Advocate General's Corps. So I stayed in that for a few years, but I've just been, it's a very good group of people. They can have different political beliefs, but everybody can talk with one another responsibly, and I think that's something that's getting harder and harder to find.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your time in the service. Thank you again, everybody. Tom Dawe.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You as well.
And next we have Reg joining us today. Reg, thank you so much for being here.
Good.
Reg is the first vice president and runs the ski club. Tell us all about the ski club operations.
Well, our ski club currently has about 90 members, and we've been as much as 170. It's more of a senior ski club, but we welcome anyone. Membership in the ski club could be anyone who really thinks kindly of the military. They don't need to be a military officer. They don't need to be military. They can join as an associate. Our ski club does function as one of our major fundraising arms. We charge for our trips, of course. We do chartered ski trips, usually 4 to 5 a year to Colorado because we can guarantee snow. But over the last 10 years, I did a quick calculation. We have donated over $35,000 to veterans programs just from the ski club through our MOAA organization.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
If you love skiing and you want to be part of MOAA and their amazing organization, get in contact with Reg. He'd be happy to get you set up and started on that. Reg, you are also a veteran, is that correct?
Yes, 27 years in the Air Force.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you for your service and thank you for your participation in this amazing organization. If you guys are interested, get in touch with Reg. He'd be happy to get you set up and get you out there skiing in Colorado with some real
Absolutely.
snow.
Please come have fun and do some good things.
Awesome. Thank you again for joining me.
Thank you.
And now we are joined with Dr. Stacey. Dr. Stacey is the president of MOAA. Stacey, tell us all about MOAA and what it means to you and what you guys are doing.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me here. Albuquerque MOAA is actually a chapter of the National MOAA, and I am the president of Albuquerque MOAA, Military Officers Association of America. And we are focused on supporting our military, whether active duty, retired, end of service, families, spouses, just everyone alike, anybody military. And we provide services through different resources. We've given scholarships to our ROTC high school graduates. We've actually donated for a service dog for a veteran. We pull weeds at the National Memorial Center in Albuquerque. We've donated food at the Fisher House. We just do so much. We're very involved with legislation at the state level, sometimes also at the federal level. We are just very active in giving back, but in addition to that, our group does a lot of fun activities. We go on tours. We just went to Scotland. We have in India, actually I think there was a vacation in India just recently as well. We also have different like Poke Joy plays and dances that we go to as well. We have Fiddler on the Roof coming up soon. We just do so much. We have a ski club. You don't even have to ski. You don't even have to like the cold. You really just come for chit chat and hanging out and having a good time, but of course you can also ski the slopes. We also have a breakfast club, and our breakfast club meets at like 7 a.m. I know it's really early in the morning, but for those who love to get a good start, 7 a.m. once a month, and they have great breakfast and really great speakers. We've had judges. We even had a dentist there at one point, but we have a lot of great things, and MOAA is just really there about support. MOAA is all about supporting for our military community. Just recently, I had an employee of mine. Her mother-in-law unfortunately lost her husband, and he was military. She had no idea what benefits to get, how to even access those benefits. We reached out to her immediately and helped her. So we were just all about supporting our military community and doing. We are very much an active group. You could join us at any one of our board meetings. They are completely open. We meet the first Thursday of every month, And we meet at 11:30 in the morning. We have great food, great discussion, and talk about what our next effort is. So please join us if you're interested.
And so for anybody watching today that is interested in joining, whether it's participating in one of the clubs, donating time, or just getting some of the resources and information that you have available, what's the best way for people to reach out to you?
Sure. You could go on our website, ABQMOAA.org, and that'll have all of our information, all of our emails, our phone contact. Everything is right there. I do want to add, MOAA is about officers. So anybody who was an officer can participate. If you were enlisted, we also have some scholarships or some memberships for that as well. And we do have a surviving spouses group. So if you're a spouse, whether your spouse is still living or passed on, this group supports you, and so you can be a member as well.
Awesome. So if you want to participate today and you're watching this video, you can get the contact information for Dr. Stacey and the MOAA group either up above, down below, or over to one of these sides. Get in contact with them. This is an amazing organization. I'm super excited that you guys are here in the community and doing so much. Was there anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers today?
No, just go military.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for joining us. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Bye.